Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q2 and H1 FY24 earnings conference call of Accuracy Shipping Limited. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company, which are based on the beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements are not the guarantees of future performance of the company, and it may involve risk and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vinay Tripathi, Managing Director of Accuracy Shipping Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to everyone to our Q2 and H1 FY24 earnings conference call. We have uploaded our updated investor presentations on the stock exchange and company's website, and I hope everyone had an opportunity to go through the same. Along with me on the call, I have Mr. Ashish Lalwani, our CFO, and SG, our Investor Relations Advisor. I will talk about the economy first. The global economy continues to remain weak despite marginal recovery in the first half with high interest rates, against global demand and geographical tensions. India, on the other hand, continues to remain resilient and stand as one of the fastest growing economy in the world and is likely to emerge as the third largest economy in the world by 2027. The IMF anticipates a growth of 6.3% in India GDP for the financial year 2023-24, reflecting at 20 basis point increase from the July forecast. Our ongoing optimism and is anchored in the promising recovery of India's economic growth. Shifting our focus to the industry, the global shipping sector has continuing with an extended period of diminished freight demand throughout the current year. The first half of the year showed no sign of improvement in ocean freight rates. Coupled with the subdued cargo volumes, customer inventory levels persisted at elevated levels due to subdued consumer demand. A swift rebound in rates is not anticipated at this time. Now let me provide you with an overview of Accuracy Shipping Limited, incorporated in 2008. Our company has evolved into end-to-end logistics solutions provider. The company has had a wide reach with 14 branch offices and 64 agency agreements across the global. We are present across the volumes chain from collections of goods from the seller's warehouse to delivery of goods to the buyer warehouse. Accuracy is a trusted partner for both bundled as well as standalone services. Our expertise spans clearing, forwarding, warehousing, transportation, and more, all under one roof to provide the best services to our clients. Accuracy started as a custom clearance provider, and we have been able to diversify and create new revenue streams for the business. And we have adopted the three progress strategy. In industry diversifications over the year, we have been able to reduce our realizations on marble, granite, and ceramic tiles. We are focusing on other industries such as tire, paper, textile, glass, and other sectors. We are committed to increase our services of business from the other industry. Under revenue diversifications, we have been extended our services lines and creating more avenues for revenue generations. The multiple services offered under ecosystem for clearing and forwarding, last mile delivery, warehousing, sale of petroleum and petrol and petroleum products, sale of heavy commercial vehicles, and its spare parts. We are confident of increase our revenue with the help of our diversified portfolio. Our third strategy of growth is the focus on increasing our share of business for extending customers and onboarding new customers across service. Let me now speak on the factor driving the segmental performance for the half year ended September 2023. Our first segment of logistics, the current trade scenario has unfortunately eroded our negotiating power with the shipping lines, with last mile operations further impacted by high operating costs. Despite this challenge, we at Accuracy maintain optimism regarding the success of this segment. Our confidence stems from the wealth of experience and expertise that has allowed us to carve out our equitable brand for accuracy in the industry. The second segment involves the sale of heavy commercial vehicles and their spare parts. This segment continues to exhibit strong performance, contributing to an enhanced profitability profile. A key rationale behind this segment was the strategic cost, energy, and saving achieved by providing services to our own fleet, 373 trucks, a strategy that is providing to the highly advantages. Additional, the high margins arise from the sale of spare parts further bolsters the segment's overall success. For half quarter 1 of FY24, the segment contribute nearly 31% to the overall revenue. Our strategic approach to the revenue diversification has proven instrumental, particularly during the challenging times when our core business faced pressure. Core business faced pressure. Lastly, our segment involving the sales of petrol and petroleum products through fueling stations operates strategically along 2 points of the national highway with 5 refueling points. We ensure swift services and our comprehensive range of lubricant facility effective cost cross-selling. These positions allow us to serve our increased number of vehicles, and our commitment to provide a complete range of products reinforce our competitions in this segment. Our diversification strategy is beginning to alight positive results as we essentially work towards cost control and overall stability. Initiative to increase wallet shares from existing customers have been successful, complemented by the establishment of the dedicated sales force. This team is actively engaged in the acquiring new customers within our existing geography while expanding into new territory lines and routes, broadening the scope of our services offering. Let me now take you through the financials and operational highlights for quarters 2 and half quarters 2024. Our consolidated revenue from operations stood at Rs 2,007 crores as compared to Rs 2,038 crores. The revenue were impacted due to weak demand environment. Gross profit for quarter 2 2024 stood at Rs 11 crores as compared to Rs 18.1 crores quarter 2 of FY23. The gross margin for the quarter stood at 5.3. EBITDA for the quarter ended September 2003 stood at 2.4 crore as compared to 4.4 crore. Turning our attention to the half-yearly performance, the consolidated revenue from operations amounted to Rs 3.49 crores, a decline from the 487 crores. This decrease is attributed to the substituted global demand, which significantly impacted our performance in the first half of the financial year. The gross profit for half year 2024 stood at 20 crore as compared to Rs 32.8 crore in FY23. The EBITDA for the half year ended September 2023 stood at Rs 5.3 crores as compared to Rs 14.9 crores. Service-wise revenue of the half year ended September 2023 from clearing and forwarding stood 49%, and transport last mile stood 15%, sale and NCG stood 31%, sale of petroleum and petroleum products stood at 4%, and others stood 1%. On the industry front, Marble and Granite formed 41% of revenue for half year 2024 as compared to 36% in half year 23. Detailed breakup has been given in our investor deck. With this, I would like to open the floor for question and answers to our friends and our investors and all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The first question is from the line of Amit Shah from Ace Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, how many of our customers are taking integrated service of transportation and clearing and forwarding, and how many are just using clearing and forwarding services?
Sir, 70 to 75% our customers taking end-to-end services from our side. 15 to 20% customers only taking clearing and forwarding, clearing and transport, and rest only taking forwarding part.
Okay. And what will be our revenue contribution from top 10 customers, and what has been in the past?
Yes. Sir, more or less 55 to more or less, sir, 5% the revenue for top 10 customers.
Okay. And in the past?
In the past, more or less, sir, 5 to 10%.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Karan Mehra from Mehta Investments. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So a couple of questions from my end. We had recently signed contract with a leading tire manufacturer. So if you can help us, like, how has the ramp up of this account been, and what is the wallet share from that customer? Also, like, are we seeing a significant contribution? Like, how has been the contribution to our top line from this?
Sir, we have signed with tire companies agreement like Polo and CH, and almost that will help us near about 3 to 5% in our total turnover.
Okay. And if you can share your views on the SCV dealership business, like what are its margins and ROCs that we are looking at, and how do we look to do we look to divest that business, or there is some synergy to be continued in accuracy itself?
Being as a, sir, already I have mentioned in my speech, I am a clearing, forwarding and transporter and also fueling station fuel provider company and involved in door-to-door logistics business. So many of the transporters is our vendor also, and company involved in transportation business last 18 years and company total career, my career totally in industry near about 23-25 years, from job to till entrepreneur and till chairman. So I know I got this opportunity from Ashok Leyland to sell this vehicle as a dealerships in Kutch district. Because I know this almost all the market buyers and service people. So we started this new business as a MNCB in accuracy under accuracy OLED. And this will be help us with almost 200 crores by end of the year.
Understood. And sir, one last question. If you can help us, what is the current debt level on our books and any plans of repayment?
Sir, the debt level is near about 40 crores. Okay?
And sir,
total debt is 98 crores, including our vehicle loans and term loans and CC loans.
And so what is our plan of repayment?
Sir, by gradually we are paying every month as a installment basis, and which will be our loan will be complete by 2027 March, nearly 85% loan debt.
Sure, thanks. I will join back the queue for further questions. Thank you.
Please, sir.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Rajiv Shah from Bright Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I just have 3 questions. The first is, do you see pressure on the global trade on account of the ongoing war-like situations across the globe?
Yes. Of course, this is a global, we all as a logistic company facing a global pressure. First, this Russia and Ukraine happened, and all Europe is suffered because of this Russia and Ukraine war. Now the Middle East and Gulf, in the Middle East, Israel and Palestine war, and because of this, all the Middle East and upper Gulf sector is now panic positions. But as far as concerns, we are the logistic provider. And we all know without logistics, nothing can be happen in the world. So yes, little bit the the pressure, but of course logistics will not stop. It will be bounced back.
Okay. And my next question is, sir, what would be the overall revenue and margin guidance for FY24 and 25?
Top line, more or less 700 crores, and EBITDA is more or less 2.5 to 3%, more or less.
Okay. I just had one last question. If you could shed some light on what differentiates us from other competitors, and also, do you have any like-to-like peers?
Your voice is getting very disturbed. You are, I think, in the traffic.
Yes, sorry for the disturbance. My question is, if you could shed some light on what differentiates us from our competitors, and do we have any like-to-like peers?
Yes. We as a Accuracy Shipping Limited have all facility like own custom clearance license, which is normally known everyone, and we have own our freight forwarding license. We have our own trucking. We have our own freight forward warehousing, and we have our own bonded warehouse. So this all 4 combo, which is called end-to-end logistics service provider. At the same time, I have 69 countries strategic partnerships, and that partnership, long-lasting partnerships, more than 10 to 12 years with many of the countries. So they are also, my study partner also are like us, they are very strong in particular country. Now the peer-to-peer in India, as far as concerns under one roof, one combo, I don't think anybody have this kind of facility or skill to provide end-to-end logistic services. People are writing end-to-end, door-to-door, but someone have only license, CFA license, then forwarding license, don't have trucking, don't have bonded warehouse, don't have warehousing facility. But someone have trucking, only CFA. But as far as concerns, door to door, if you want any kind of commodity, I can pick up, I can store, then again I can load on the containers, load on the ships, and the same way, same product, same containers, I can deliver at USA at particular position, particular warehouse, particular house, particular showrooms, like that. So this kind of facility very in India, I don't think anyone has.
Okay, that was helpful. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Jigar Shah from AK Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Sir, I have a couple of questions. As we can see that there has been a volume growth in terms of containers handled, but there has been a sharp decrease in the realization. So does this impact our profitability in a big way, or majority of the costs are passed through and we can maintain similar margin?
No, sir. It is correct, sir, because of the freight reduced. Because I am a freight forwarder. My main product is freight booking with the shipping lines. Because I'm handling the bulk container. So I'm booking the almost vessel to vessel very heavy containers, and the freight is reduced by like anything. I will give you an example to understand betterly our industry. From India to US freight 1 year back and before COVID was average freight from India to US almost $5,000, $6,000 average. And today average freight 1,800 to 2,500 or 3,000 sometime, some vessels. From India to Gulf, like Jewelry, from Nhava Sheva, from Mundra, from Chennai, average freight in COVID near about 1,200, 20 foot and 40 foot, $1,700 to $1,900. And before COVID, it was 500 to 620 or $800, 40. And today it is minus $40, minus $50. Gulf countries. Gulf means Jewelry, especially in case of example. Because of that, our of course booking margin. But if I have a cushion $7,000 freight, I have a power to negotiate with the shipping line and get the profit, because I have cargo, I have shipper, supplier, I have buyer. But now the shipping line freight decrease on number of thousands of persons down, and that's the reason it is impacting our margin. But it is a time gain because of the globally economic intention. But once it will be a little bit slow and down settled, it will be again boom up and will grow up the same way.
Got it, sir. That was helpful.
Yeah.
Sir, secondly, what can we expect our steady state margins for our C&F business?
Can you repeat question, please?
What can we expect steady state margins for our C&F business?
1 minute, please. Yes, CFA is custom clearance and forwarding near about 5 to 7%.
5 to 7%. Okay, got it.
Yes.
And lastly, what is the outlook on freight rates and how has this trend been prevailing in the last few months?
Sir, I have a cargo. I have totally based. Complete my company have a strong position with the customer base, volume base. Once the freight bounce back, our top line and bottom line, everything will be improved. You see, in the custom clearance, there is no decrease in the margin. In trucking, even stable. But the freight decreased by 1,000%. And the freight is our main component in our industry, where we are not playing, we can say, but we are earning a good margin, because if the freight is $32,000, I can push the shipping lines. I have 500 containers, 5,000 containers, need this freight. Now I have a container, but shipping line don't have freight to negotiate $500, $2,000, $100, or $700. So this is the reason it is impacting now. But we as a XUVC, because I have seen the industry last 23 years, before Corona to before Corona in 2006-7, drastically, you can say mandi, recession, and 17-18 recession also I have seen before Corona, before COVID. So we are waiting. The industry, the shipping industry, 5 years going very, very fastly on top, and after 5 years it is going down. Then it will be reflect on medium levels, and then again it will take pick up. So I am hoping that till March, if this Middle East, Israel and Palestine war will be settled, or something will not happen bigger now than this, then trade will be revived, sure, because Russia-Ukraine war almost now cold mode. So people are now take it as a liberal or normal way. It will be continued, like we are facing a problem with India, Pakistan. The same way in the Russia and Ukraine, now people will take it lightly. So all the economy started, people are start buying, selling, doing the normal business. So I hope till March the situation will be little bit changed. If this Israel and Palestine war is more dangerous than the Russia and Ukraine war, and it will cool and calm, not happen more than this, then the situation will be something better than this now.
Got it. This was a very detailed answer. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from Lana Vikram Suryavanshi from Phillip Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, good evening, sir, and belated Happy Diwali.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. How are you?
Sir, yeah, I'm good. Sir, I joined the call a bit late. So how is the import and export mix for us, and particularly from export side, are we seeing any opportunities?
Yes. Sir, of course, as far as concerned, India export is little growing by 7 to 9% every month. And as far as concerned, you are the very best known person and known person in the industry of our logistic industry, because you have almost all data of the export, minus plus growth ratio. I think last month you have sent the report which I was going through, and it was really fantastic report for Nava Shiva, up and down decrease data. On that was helped me to make the same way data for Mundra and Chennai also. So I seen Mundra and India almost growing 7 to 9% export growth.
And do we see that Hazira port is also a positive for us, or will more stick to Mundra port?
Yes, Hazira is growing, sir. Hazira is growing by 3 to 4%.
Okay. And in case of a textile kind of, or basically non-marble or tiles segment, particularly textile or any other goods, are we seeing some kind of recovery, or it's still how is your experience?
As far as concerned, if you see the pharmaceutical industry, tire industry, even paint industry, if you see the paint industry is growing very good way, as of particularly in this scenario also. So as far as concerned, in India, some of the industry, I don't know any industry, which industry I am belonging or I am doing the business particularly, and they are really in the good state. Tires, paint industry, this one, these all the 3-4 new industries, yarn, fabric, they all are growing, sir.
Got it. Yeah. I think rest of the things are quite good. Only I think freight rate is a bigger concern for us in country.
Yes, being as a freight forwarder, global freight forwarder, it is a really very bad thing for us, because we are hoping and we are praying to the God the freight should be improved and increased. In this case, there is no panicking, but in this case, our margin got reduced because if the market is improved or freight will increase, then our negotiation power will be strong and buying and selling will be strong because we are we have very good relation with the MUX line, MSC, CMA, HAPAG, almost all NOCC carriers because of the volumes controlled since many years. So we have a very good agreement with them. But the problem is that the freight level decreased by anything. What we negotiate with them, sometimes we also feel pain for them. I can give you one example. I have never seen in last 23 years as an entrepreneur from Venice to Mundra, Venice in Italy port, Venice to Mundra, never ever decreased from 700 freight to any single dollar. And today's rate is $150.
Oh.
In the COVID, it was $7,000, $9,000. And before COVID, $700, $800, almost $708 every month. And the last 10 to 12 months, the freight is $150. Sometimes $120 even, reach $120, must reach $120. In $120, what we will negotiate with them? Suppose in $700, I am negotiating $550, $600, $620, and selling $680, $690 or something like that. $10, 15 to 20% or 10 or 30% margin. But in 120, what we will keep in the margin? So our margin is, because this, our margin got reduced. But I hope until March it will remain bounce back because I have seen this recessions in 2005 and 4 and 6 also. So it will be the best time to industries get settled.
Got it. And as an industry, sir, if you look at our bulk cargo rates, we are into container only, but just as a industry phenomena, when container rates are so low and bulk rates are quite relatively high, so is there some type of cargo which can move to container because of the rate, or is that helping us or possibility?
Absolutely your question, and your question is fantastic question. This is the reason nowadays container cargo is increased because freight rate is decreased by anything, and still break bulk cost is high compared to the containers. So the people are now the break bulk exporter are now shipping the sample by containers because in the container they can load 500 tons one way, 2,000 tons one way. In the break bulk they can, even the freight is high, and then also they have to wait for the full vessel lot. In the container phenomena, no need to wait. 500 tons you can load, 1,000 tons you can load like that way. So this is the reason the container business is booming a lot.
Got it. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir, and wish you all the success.
Thank you. Thank
you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask the question. Next question is from the line of Yug Mehta from AP Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So, do we see increased volumes across industries, and which are the industries which are seeing higher traction from India?
Yes. So basically, as far as concerns, nowadays pharmaceutical is very good volume for Africa, Middle East, of course, Europe also. And now, second, tire industry is booming a lot. If you see the MRF tire result, C8, very good. Cement industry, cement is going export a lot to Colombo, Madagascar, Africa. So these are the industries booming a lot.
Okay. So can you also provide the margin split between our three main business verticals, that is clearing and forwarding, sale of HCV and petroleum?
Okay, 2 minutes. I will give you the figure. Clearing and forwarding, transportations, warehousing, and other things, 1.78%. and fuel 0.70%, ASL Motors 1.30% on EBITDA level.
Yes, sir, lastly, can you provide margin split in clearing and forwarding, and within that in transport?
You mean sales figure, right? 1 minute, please. 1 minute, let me check.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, actually, we are providing the bundle services, door-to-door maximum 70-75%. So we generally give a combo quote to not understand our competitor or anyone. I don't want to disclose the market how I am running the door-to-door as a number one position. So most probably I am giving a bundle services.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all from us.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Ravi Shah from Opal Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, sir. So basically, I had a question. I was going to our presentation. In that, it shows that we have roughly 370 trucks, and our players are all moving. Yeah, our players are all moving to an asset-light model. So what I'm trying to gain, what I'm trying to understand is, what are we doing? So are we going to go there? Are we still going to stay on the same model? What's our strategy here?
No. These 370 trucks, it is our own company truck to provide the customer better service. I know now there's a light model asset company, many people are doing like that way. But being as a logistic company, door-to-door service provider, it is not possible to take 100% trucks from outside to serve our client on their own satisfaction level. If I will not give a service because my main product, my business main product is service provider. If my truck will not reach on the morning 10 o'clock, 10:30, then the customer will be not retain or remain with us. Yes, every day I'm taking all over India basis 50 to 100 trucks from outside. But in that, my contribution is only 30%, 30 to 50%, and 50% truck I am taking from outside only. So this much the vehicle I am keeping as a safer side to make our service level intact for my clients.
Understood, sir. Thank you. And one more question would be like a broader understanding on the overall industry, like where are we headed now? Even our company, where are we headed? Like keeping in mind the declining freight rates, etc. So how are we planning things out? Just like an understanding on that.
Yes, my CFO will answer your question, sir.
Hi, Ravi. Good evening. So declining of freight rates is a temporary problem, and it will be resolved by the year or two. So we are constantly sticking towards our shipping division only, and not looking towards as a diversified industry or anything like that.
Understood, sir. And any particular sector we are looking at catering to more, I mean, for efficiency purposes?
For efficiency, we are continuously trying to diversify our industry. As of now, you can see that we have moved towards the tires and yarn, textile, towards the pharma also a little bit. But we are trying to diversify as more and as it is possible. We are also looking towards the agri. We are exporting agri, wheat and this wheat powder and rice. So we are trying to diversify as much as possible.
Understood, sir. Thank you and all the best. And happy festive season, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Same to you, sir.
Thank you very much. As there are no further questions, I will now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving a time for our earnings call, and keep support, and soon we will come back for new earnings calls. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Accuracy Shipping Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.